Good morning, student. Today, the new chapter is parallel lines and transversals. What is parallel lines and what is transversals? Two lines in a plane are said to be parallel if they do not intersect each other, if they extend endlessly in both the direction, and the distance between any two parallel line is constant, and that distance is called perpendicular distance. That we may say that the perpendicular distance between two parallel line is always constant. A transversal is a line which passes through two or more lines. And after this we have some definitions of lines like perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are the line which make 90 degree with the other line. Congruent angles. Congruent angles have the same angle in degrees. That means two angles are said to be congruent if they have equal measurement. Here in this figure it is given two angles 110 each. They are of same measurement, so they are congruent. Now more definitions. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect at right angles. Parallel lines are lines that never intersect. A transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines. A special types of angle: transversal, parallel lines, vertical angles, corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, consecutive interior angles. When a transversal passes through a parallel line, it forms 8 angles. And in this figure we can watch the angles are angle A, angle B, C, D, E, F, G and H. There are 8 angles formed when a transversal passes through a parallel. Now the first one, vertical angles. Vertical angles are the angles opposite each other. When two lines cross, they are called vertical because they share the same vertex. Vertical angles have the same vertex and non-common arc. In this example, angle A and angle B are vertical angles. And the interesting thing here is that vertical angles are equal. That is, angle A is equal to angle B. Now, corresponding angles. When two lines are crossed by another line, what is the another line? Is a transversal. The angle in matching corners are called corresponding angles. That means corresponding angle lie on the same side of transversal. In this example, these are corresponding angles: angle A and E, B and F, C and G, D and H. They are lying on the same side of transversal. Alternate interior angles. When two lines crossed by another line, the pair of angles on opposite sides of transversal but inside the two lines are called alternate interior angles. Alternate angles lie on the opposite side of transversal and it is interior, so it lies between the parallel lines. Summary: parallel lines are lines that never meet. Perpendicular lines meet at right angles. A transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines. Parallel lines cut by a transversal form 8 angles. As I had told you earlier, pairs of angles will be either congruent or supplementary. This point you have to remember, keep in mind. Pairs of angles are either congruent or supplementary. Here in this figure, total 8 pairs are there, like A and B. are supplementary, A and C are supplementary, C and D are supplementary, but A and D are vertically opposite angles and C and B are vertically opposite angles, are congruent. Special pairs of angles will be congruent. Vertical angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal in case of parallel lines, and the vice versa. If corresponding angles are equal, the lines are parallel, and if the lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. Similarly, in case of alternate interior angles or alternate exterior angles. Now it's your turn now. Find the measure of the other angles if one angle is given 105 degree and this also. Solve for A, B, C, D, X, Y and Z. If these are the given data given, you have to find all these angles from this given data. And we know vertical angles are equal and pairs always form supplementary angles or equal vertical opposite angles. So with the given data you solve these two and send this answer in comment. Thanks. Now the class is over.